Loot.bet, made for live betting.
Welcome back to Loot.bet Season 4 into Map 2 between ex-Epsilon and Japaleno. In case you're just joining us, you missed a pretty epic one actually. 16-14 on the ex-Epsilon map pick of Mirage. It did go to the favour of the European squad, and Japaleno now have their chance to strike back here on Overpass. I'm the Eternal J, joining me is Danny. And what do you make of that last map? What do you think is going to come out in this one?
I think the last map it definitely came down to the wire. I definitely see a world in which Japaleno could have very easily came out on top and just put us to 16-14, and it would be the Swedes would have the advantage coming into the second map. But of course, with ex-Epsilon coming out on top, I still think that Japaleno will have a difficult time here in Overpass, and for good reason. Ex-Epsilon would love to play this map back in the day. I still think they do, even though they've only changed like their only fifth player here. I would presume that they got themselves a good fighting chance on a map like this. Overpass, it's their battleground. Enjoyed playing in the past, and so has the ex-Chaos guys back in the day. So this should be quite the exciting game. I'm not sure if it's going to be as close as the Mirage one, but we're just going to have to wait and see. It looks like we still have, the knife round being played out. Of course, by winning the knife round, you'd probably love to start things off on the city side. Even though Overpass, I don't know about you, Jay, but I wouldn't necessarily call like Overpass like a really CT-sided map like it might have been called back in the day.
No, not anymore, I wouldn't say. You know, like a lot of the time it is generally tended to be like, you know, a CT-sided map, but you can sort of see the difference in rounds, sort of the way things split up. It's much more even than a lot of people tend to anticipate, I believe. So, you know, CT side is oftentimes the common pick, but I don't think it's as important. I've seen a lot of great T sides come out of the fold from several different squads across the entire range of tiers, essentially. So, you know, knife round isn't as important as it is on something like Nuke, for example. You know, like even then, even then, there's even an argument to make that Nuke's T sides are getting better from a lot of different sides. But ex-Epsilon will secure the knife. You can see some of the stats on their board here. A very close map. I know Japaleno have managed to pick this one. It still could end up falling to the favor of the European squad, I'd say.
Yeah, I mean, you just take a look at the statistical value in general, that the win rate is better. Yes, they might have played it less times, but it's no secret that, you know, ex-Epsilon seem to have played it against better opposition. Obviously, you have the Mountain Dew League and whatnot. So this should be quite the interesting game. We'll see how it turns out. But yeah, I agree with the notion that ex-Epsilon, after winning the first map as well, they definitely got themselves a pretty good chance to secure the best of 3 series in a 2-0 fashion. We'll see if the Japaleno squad can bounce back. But as of now, looks like we still see the war map coming on here. We should be able to jump into the game any moment now.
Yeah, so let's have a look, see where we stand on this one. Ex-Epsilon with their chance to go 2-0 in this series, make it our second 2-0 of the day. Japaleno with their chance to push us to a third map, and again, that third map will be Dust 2 if we have to go to it. So, let's see if ex-Epsilon can come up with a victory here today. We've got the pistol round coming in, the defuse kit to come on spell, and there it is. Potential with also a couple of flashbangs available. I think we'll go for the smoke instead, so suppress the T side at least for a little bit here. Meanwhile, over on that T side, we've got the smoke molly for tabs. Everybody else with default pistols and Kevlar. Japaleno quickly going into the connector and monster setups here. Rookie, the main man, trying to defend out towards that long position as the boost up comes through and they split out some players. Tabs on 1 point of health. NK swing wide, get one. Relaxer, back turn, gets another. A 5 versus 3 immediately into the favor of the CT side as Freddy Frog Botan come in with 2 good frags of their own right. 3-on-3 scenario remaining. Crucial on 2 points of health. The off angle held by Cyril gets himself 1 and a second kill. As DJ leaves Freddy Frog alone. 1 versus 3. He gets down the first. Looking in for Crucial with the second. It's not the hardest frag to take. Taps that bomb once, waiting for Spellan to peek up here. A minute and 10 to go. He's spotted out, just about falls away and does get the bomb plant down towards that default corner. So retake on low HP on 2 players, but Crucial ends up with a shot regardless, and it will be a first round for ex-Epsilon.
Yeah, the players there for Monster, I gotta say, the players for Monster, they did a very good job at actually pushing through that area of the map. It was the guys that came out of Connector that kind of lost in translation. Obviously, they get softened up by Crucial there. They do get a very nice tag on Crucial, but as the kills end up coming through there, we even saw the ex-Epsilon players playing a bit more aggressively over towards Short. Suddenly, it's only 3 players remaining from Japaleno, and I give props to Freddy Frog, in this sort of 1 versus 3, not only was he able to pick up 1 more kill, he was also able to get a bomb down, which of course means extra money in the pockets of Japaleno, and that is important because now they've made the purchase. They've got themselves the AK-47s by their side, some bits and pieces of utility, and of course, as the purchase is here, the ex-Epsilon side have actually got also SMGs by their side, so the rifles from Japaleno could really come into fruition here.
Yeah, firepower plenty for the T's. Crucial starting feeling that early on. Freddy Frog with the opening kill. Spellin trades it back, spots 2 more, but Tabs turns his D onto the headshot. Deals with him to 4 versus 3 and continues to push up here with a rifle now obtained. How much further can they go with this, though? How much more can they push for here? They got Surreal on the bomb side, defending long indirectly. We'll grab that M4, trading it out for the FAMAS. 60 seconds remains for Japaleno to make their hit. Eventually, a second player will join Surreal, so it's him and NK. On the A-bomb site, smoke's about to clear. Utility wave coming in from the Japaleno side. Small gap in, 2 players line up, but he only gets the 1. Bowden trades it. NK trades right back to 2 versus 2. Still got support against this bomb in towards that mid position, but Japaleno not committing just yet. Realizing there's 1 player on the bomb site, they're going to try and deal with him first.
DGL making his way through the toilets area. Gonna make sure there's not single CT here, but they are aware of the positioning of NK, that he was on the bomb site. They should also be aware that this is possibly the lonesome player here, so yes, they're going to overwhelm the A-bomb site, they're going to get themselves the bomb down, and of course, a 2 versus 2 retake takes place. DGL going to make his way over towards long, from what I can tell. That's very sneaky. He's going to make his way through there as quickly as possible. We still got to point out here, the ex-Epsilon players don't have defuse kits by their side, so they must hurry up themselves. Of course, they know there have to be some players there over towards the toilets area. They may not be aware about the positioning of DGL. Tabs does go down, and it's all up to DGL now. Ever so slowly, he's getting closer towards the bomb. He's going to peek on out. Only gets the 1, but I think, yes, there's still going to be enough time for ex-Epsilon to get the defuse in, but knowing that in that round, Japaleno had some of the players who were fully equipped with weaponry and just pistols on the other guys, this was a really close round, and I definitely see a world in which this round, in fact, goes in favor of Japaleno.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like Japaleno were just like a kill away. If the 1 player over towards long didn't really, didn't go down, then possibly could have denied that bomb defuse. If ex-Epsilon went immediately for the bomb defuse and, didn't tap it, then maybe that swing could have gone in could have come in and taken it down. Because the double peek from ex-Epsilon also has to give a little bit of credit to them. They're certainly realizing the 1 versus 2 situation, the advantage of that. They do lose 4 players in that round, but Japaleno have to deal with mostly rifles here on that CT site. 2 SMGs on Surreal and Brookie. And Japaleno, there are 4 rifles to play. A MAC-10 for DJL is not going to be effective against the Kevlar helmet players of ex-Epsilon. Japaleno, we're up into the mid and long positions. Spellin and Crucial playing off angles in this crossfire here, ready to try and cover both from within the bathrooms area itself. But Japaleno, so far so passive, trying to pod for information, trying to get a pick back against them. Boaton will finally show face, so they swing back in. Relaxa can insert himself into the line. It looks for Crucial back here, but Crucial will take him down.
And the setup for ex-Epsilon works out. It's a 4 versus 3, favoring the CTs for now. But as we do see Tabs, might even consider pushing on through here. Of course, the smoke grenade, even though we might see that it's not really blocking off his vision, if he would have get just a little bit closer, I think the smoke might actually obscure some of his eyes. So by this point, Japaleno have slowed down quite a bit. 40 seconds on the clock. They can still decide to hit the big bomb site, which definitely seems up for grabs here. Freddy Frog making his way through Monster, spots out the head, and he does reveal his position. Will this be the final call here? Looks like it. The remaining players from Japaleno will join Freddy Frog on the offense towards the big bomb site, but definitely taking their sweet time. 20 seconds remaining. It's about time Japaleno hit one of the bomb sites, and looks like it is going to be B. 2 players have assembled here from ex-Epsilon, And yet Japaleno slowly but surely shifting towards the B bomb site. They're yet to be spotted out. But there we go. They've been spotted out and the kills. Both of them work out for Japaleno. A bomb plant is imminent. And the players from ex-Epsilon want to go for this one. NK close by, but he goes down. Now all up to Crucial in the 1 versus 3. But he also hits the floor. And that is going to be a Japaleno victory. With them walking out so slowly from Monster towards the B bomb side, I honestly didn't think they're going to have enough time to actually plant the bomb because I thought ex-Epsilon, at least some of the players will recover kills, but that just didn't happen.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that was a very, very risky sort of setup from Japaleno as well. Like, you got to remember the fact that, you know, they were taking the time down to 10 seconds. Surreal could have very easily swung out from Toxic Barrels and taken down that bomb planter if the kill had not come through. Japaleno were resting so heavily on their ability to get those frags, and, you know, there was a chance that maybe they didn't. Very risky round, but fortunately it does turn up for them, so we stand at 2-1 with ex-Epsilon being worn down on the money line here. The Eagles and the Scout in for the force buy. Very similar situation to the start of the first map in the way that ex-Epsilon took the initial start, and then Japaleno were able to turn it around with an overall victory in terms of the 3-2 scoreline. Ex-Epsilon, however, trying to put a stop to that. They got stacking over the B-bomb site. Japaleno again playing out the defaults, the perfect setup to try and deny stacks like this, to try and pick apart the CT side and find the weakness. Of course, being that A bomb site with only 2 players there to defend it, eventually the rotation coming in from Spellen, and Crucial in the bathrooms. No one on mid presence, and the bomb not committing to either site just yet.
Ooh, Crucial has got a lot of his hands right now. Of course, actually allows one of the players to sneak past through, and DGL actually kills his own teammate, lending a hand for the CTs apparently. Oh, this can really come back to bite them. And we obviously see one of the players of Japaleno who has sneaked past through Crucial. That is obviously going to be relaxed in that position, and they may not anticipate a guy like Crucial to be close by. And there we go. Crucial's going to speak, and he's going to get the headshot. He's looking for more, but of course he's not aware of Relax's positioning. Now Japaleno will definitely commit the A bomb side. With 20 seconds remaining, no need to overthink this one. We've got the not the manpower advantage, but the firepower advantage, and let's hit the site. Smoke grenade being thrown out, and Relax will take care of Spellen. This only leaves Brookie and NK surviving, and I think they realize trying to go for this one, it's a fool's game. Let's save our weapons here, keep into the next round, and at least have some extra firepower moving forward. But yes, Japaleno, they're able to secure themselves the second round and even tie up the scoreline.
Yeah, nice effort from Crucial in that one. Obviously lurking back in the bathrooms area, backed up by Spellen and couldn't get much damage, but was one of 2 kills obtained by the CT side, the other one, of course, being that TK from DJL. So Japaleno, overall, they do end up making it out with the overall profiteer. 3 players alive. A little bit of loss for DJL, obviously losing out on the cash for the TK. But $3,500 for him. Plenty of cash for everybody else here for Japaleno. So ex-Epsilon should be in with an eco at this stage. They might drop a couple of weapons, indeed. That scout drone from NK to spell and see if he can do any damage. Crucial might want to invest down to 2k. Probably a decent shout with this one. Ex-Epsilon will be, of course, be on 3 rounds loss bonus in the next one, but they're going to go full eco for everyone that didn't invest in the last one. So yeah, full eco out from everybody. Should be seeing the orb coming for Crucial as a result here. Japaleno should be in with an easy third at this stage. Just to see how much damage ex-Epsilon can do with the scout and the deagles that they have in play.
Pretty Frog by his lonesome right now, clearing out the water position. It's quite risky here, if I'm being honest, especially if out here by your lonesome without none of your teammates backing him up. One flash could come in, and then you suddenly spot out 5 players from ex-Epsilon popping out from the B side. But of course, that does not happen in this case. And in fact, quite the contrary. Ex-Epsilon, they're going to be stacking the B bomb side, not going out aggressively anywhere just yet. And this setup, I mean, it could really come down to Japaleno just making some mistakes. Right now, DGL making his way through the monster area, but he's yet to spot out a single CT player here. There we go, spotted the one, but it doesn't look like Japaleno want to contest here, but DGL still holding his ground. He's looking for more frags here, even gets a second headshot. Now the Japaleno squad might reconsider their options. Instead of going towards the A site, maybe heading over back towards B, but, you know, they have firepower. They realize it. Players have squared up quite thin, looking for advantages now on the A site, and Tabs will give the intel that looks like the A bomb has been completely abandoned. Let's go over towards this part of the map, plant the bomb, and secure ourselves a third and easy round.
Yeah, full A site control, as you would expect. Japaleno in with their 3-2, as would be expected at this stage. Again, ex-Epsilon not expected to win this round. It's all about the buy-up in the next round. Not saving those 2 pieces of Kevlar, unfortunately, but holding on to the Deagle, so there's a little bit extra firepower to work with on the CT side if they have to switch to those sidearms. But again, the real stars are going to be those M4s, those AUGs. Certainly not a scout, as Frazier taking it out of the hands of Spellin. And ex-Epsilon might contest it, but I don't think they really want to at this stage. I don't think there's any real need to. Again, they're going to have the investment, so why not just concede it? Save those Deagles. Not much in terms of value, but at least it's $700 worth of weaponry, so they might have a little bit of use in it. Yeah, crucial, enough money to buy the AWP. I imagine that's exactly what he's going to go for here. Brookie's still stuck on the SMG, though. It's not ideal for him. And yeah, crucial, $100 down, but the AWP, a piece of Kevlar, and a piece of utility as well. Ex-Epsilon with their full buy-up, and you can see the main difference here in the early part of the game for Japaleno. 2 players on 100 points of ADR between them. Meanwhile, NK yet to get a frag, still down at 0-4 so far in this matchup. So you can see the very big difference between Japaleno where they're playing right now versus ex-Epsilon and their own individuals. Still, crucial trying to change that with a kill, couldn't land it on the AWP, will not second phase. He's down on half his numbers of HP.
Brookie, 0 ADR from his point of view. He needs to deal the damage. He does get the kill on one of these players, as a lot more pop out from Monster. Ex-Epsilon will try to shut down this push from Monster as quickly as possible, but there's a counter utility coming out from Japaleno. They're about to hit the bomb set, and ex-Epsilon, they can just play on the fringes of the smoke grenades, and if Japaleno do decide to push through them, the CTs could punish. As of now, Surreal. It begins to fade. There we go. He spots at one. Looks for the shadow of the second guy. NKY might consider popping out from here, looking for the frags here. There's Surreal coming in from short, and NK gets shut down. So it's a 2 versus 2. Still a dual position here for Japaleno. That Molotov is good. Will stop the player from short peeking. Or actually, no, it doesn't. It's not deep enough. Crucial has still got the angle, and the Molotov even fades. There is, however, a push coming in from Tabs. I wonder if Crucial is going to be aware of it, but DGL holding his ground. This is such a slow and intense round of Counter-Strike. Tabs right now pushing through, and Crucial's gonna get him with 30 seconds left in the clock. DGL cannot consider going back towards the A-bomb site. He needs to commit here, and right now, DGL knows the positioning of one of these players. Will he check towards water? DGL gonna throw the smoke grenade, and just, that's some poor timing. Surreal will secure the final kill. That is gonna be a victory here for ex-Epsilon, as early on, I think they had even 4 players stationed towards B bomb site. They wanted to support their player Crucial to try and find some of those opening kills, but at the end of it all, it came down to Crucial being a very impactful player at the mid round when Japaleno decided to push that B bomb site.
3-3 on the board here. Ex-Epsilon and Japaleno locked up in combat with a very, very nice hold there from the ex-Epsilon side. Fell left for a couple seconds. The backstabbing player from Japaleno could have potentially taken out Crucial, but the timing was even better with the AWP. The timing was pretty terrible for the last man of Japaleno's side, so here we go. Rifles in for round number 7. The AWP for Relaxer, and also same for Crucial at this stage. Limited utility sets for some of the players of Japaleno. They're going to use a lot of it early on to try to get the default setups. Still got a bit more than ex-Epsilon though, so they are standing at a pretty decent stage. In the first 60 seconds, no real damage or kills coming in for the T side, or the CT side for that matter. Just a bathrooms control, long control, a little bit of connector. And also here in monster position, Relaxer taking face, does take out Crucial, kicking things off for the T side. Spellin's next man up to challenge, and Relaxer's tempting fate on that one. Not really sure we'll see the rifle dropouts. Know that there's one man that's still lurking back there, but ex-Epsilon will just fall back. Know that AWP is still in the mid position. Meanwhile, Japaleno setting themselves up for what looks to be the piece of execution. It's Surreal and 2 more to defend it.
And by this point, the Japaleno have got themselves 2 kills over that A part of the map. So they might even consider going back towards the A-bomb site. It's definitely up for grabs, but now as the timer's taken ever so more, looks like the final destination is going to be B. They're just going to wait for the smoke grenades to fade and then fully commit to the bomb site. Brookie with the MP9. He also has Surreal here towards Monster. They need to make this hold work out. Thus far, it's only Surreal finding the one. Button gets one. Echo actually kills his own teammate there, but with only a couple seconds remaining, Japaleno will secure the final kill and win themselves the round. I've got to say though, Japaleno have been playing really slow style of Counter-Strike here over on their T side, and thus far, Relaxa given freedom to work with the op, and even in that position, I didn't notice it beforehand, but crucial, he anticipated the player to be over towards the toilets area, and he didn't really even peek towards the positioning of Relaxa, and yeah, I mean, Japaleno able to pick up 2 kills over towards that A part of the map, and the rest is history. For ex-Epsilon, well, it's a simple round. It is an eco stack over towards Connector. They're going to be looking to secure some of these kills here, but Japaleno seem to be aware of a push being a possibility. That's why they're playing it far back and even taking some long-range engagements over towards long.
Yeah, quite literally a stack coming in from ex-Epsilon here. I love this little strategy, of course, when you take those pistols and just literally create a pyramid out of them. And can work out in some cases. They will try and overwhelm one player, so there you go. Strength in numbers. Relaxer will go down. DJL next to face as they try and go into the backstab players here towards that mid position. DJL will communicate on Sue, take them all both out with a headshot. Surreal next up to face against Tabs. 2 kills for him. And Rookie will get a second frag out of this one, so that's not too terrible here, all things considered, with the CT side. But yeah, it's just damage coming through against Japaleno. In the end, they keep 3 players alive, so nothing significant for ex-Epsilon, but a decent eco all the same. Nice and good there from DJL to connect those 3 frags together overall. So, a 5th for Japaleno. Ex-Epsilon again looking towards the buy in this round, and they will be able to get 2 M4s out of here, but a small tactical pause to try and figure out the specifics. They can go for the AWP on Spellin and NK, but it will be complete glass cannon if they wanted to go for it. Crucial has balled the M4s, so could pass that on off to one of those 2 players and just let them take the sacrifice with the Kevlar. What do they want to do, ex-Epsilon? Well, how are they going to play this one out? Because Japaleno is starting to pull ahead on their T side.
Japaleno already have 5 rounds by their side. This is a pretty great scoreline for them, knowing that this is still somewhat early days here in the first half, so why not? As for ex-Epsilon, well, there's still a possibility that they're in position to pick up some of these rounds moving forward. But we have noticed that Japaleno have been playing a very slow and pretty methodical style of Counter-Strike, where they're going to go for some map presence before really committing to one of the bomb sites. And thus far, these late executes on the sites have been working out for them. They have found some success, and I think this style of theirs will continue on here moving forward in the first half. As we do see for ex-Epsilon, that's one of the main reasons why they're prioritizing on some of that utility, because they know Japaleno are playing this one slow, so we need to keep our grenades for as long as possible. 30-second mark, let's throw down a smoke over towards Monster. That would force out the Japaleno guys to commit on a bomb site through a smoke grenade, and that's when the CTs have got the advantage. Now we do see one interesting purchase, that's obviously Spellin's AWP, as I mentioned earlier, glass cannon. So Spellin's gonna have to be very careful of what angles and what gunfights he wants to take. As of now, Japaleno, again, they're back to acquiring map presence.
But I thought they would have passed it off to Crucial, considering how good with that TWP, and actually Spellin will fluff it as a result, with Surreal going down. Brookie next up, Crucial trying to get the trade back onto DJL. We'll get it back to 4 versus 3, but again, that's 4 versus 3 favor to their opponents. Crucial and Spellin on 19 HP, NK on 100, but he gets beaten to the punch by Bosun. A 4 versus 2 now. 2-man advantage for Japaleno. And not really much that these 2 can do about it. They have access to the B bomb site. The backstab coming in from Crucial as well out of dodge. They spell and hit that first shot, then maybe, just maybe, but nah, not to be. Aim punch hurting him as best to save that big green gun. He's being hunted down by Tabs and everything, so he might get the exit frag, but he's got to land his first shot, else he is a goner. And Tabs will connect it instead. Bit of a waste of a weapon there, and that will be a 6th for Japaleno, a disaster for ex-Epsilon. As again, I feel like they should have passed it off to Crucial, he's been hitting his shots, he's been looking pretty good so far in this map.
True, I definitely see the reasoning behind it, but again, like Spellin, he buys up the AWP, and he's got no armor by his side, so if he were to play with a rifle, yeah, he'd probably get wrecked by the aim punch of an AK-47, but of course, Spellin, maybe he felt confident, okay, I am good enough to take this AWP and win some of the early engagements. He didn't succeed. In fact,
I was going to say, like, contrast that to how things actually went down, and you've got your answer.
Yeah, the entire ex-Epsilon roster couldn't accomplish much in that round, even though they do decide to buy up more utility to try and stop the pushes from Japaleno. But just now, the frag and prowess has come in. The Swedes are able to hit their shots, winning the gunfights, and that's got to be scary here for ex-Epsilon. Well, in this round. We can see that there's a bit of a purchase coming through. That one scout for Spellin. I guess I see now why he decided to play with the AWP in the previous round. With the scout, he rips off the head of Relaxa and puts his team in a somewhat more winnable 5 versus 4. But we have to understand, ex-Epsilon, they got Surreal, Brookie, and NK only on the pistols, so it's questionable whether they can accomplish anything more in this round.
So by an AWP, you can't hit a leg shot. By a scout and hit one of the hardest headshots in the game. Okay, fair enough,
okay.
Spellin. Fair enough. I'll concede. I'll concede. 6-3, Japaleno losing the first man and now playing a bit more passively than their initial default suggested. There is a stack from the rest of the CT side over on that B bomb site. 2 players on site, 2 players watching out from short. So they are ready for whatever the teams want to throw at them. But for the most part, Japaleno just leaving this one man here. Freddy Frog, sacrificial lamb. If he goes down, there's information gathered. But now they've spotted him. They might put in rotations. Brookie actually takes him down. So 5 on 3 as they give up the ghost here. But Japaleno moving on to the A bomb site. They've got Spellin here with a scout. Rotation should be called in because that's the only player that they found now. 3 rifles in total to what with, and he almost connects one on DJL, but in the end tags up that box, falls back, sees them coming through, sees that bomb. Second shot also missed out by Spellin. NK is going to get dealt with, and Spellin still close range, lands it on DJL. USB turns around for another as Brookie deals with Boatin, and now it's all left to Tabs. 1 versus 4. It's Spellin that gets him down. 3 kills with the scout. So well played from him. AWP and 3 AKs gained. Ex-Epsilon with the best eco you could possibly find.
Absolutely. You come into a round like this with an investment that's really not even existing, then you pick up rifles on your way out, you get yourself an AWP. That's a beautiful round for ex-Epsilon. Not so much for Japaleno. I think they realized that they were going up against just the pistols, and of course that one scout there from Spellin, and it was able to do so much damage. They were on towards the A bomb site. Spellin was able to get headshots. He was able to spot out the push coming through, and ex-Epsilon, they make the full-on rotation from the B side over towards A, but all the players in Japaleno have a very difficult time still clearing out the bomb set. I'm not even talking about planting the bomb at that point. But there's one saving grace. They have money by their side, and they have an investment in this round. They've got the AK-47s to work with, some utility by their side as well, but they've already been dealt some damage. Freddy Frog sitting at 51 points of health, and Botan as well at only 82.
Oh, that nade. That is a beautiful nade. Botan and Freddy will be reeling after that one. Little hot in the morning, especially for Freddy on 7 HP. Ex-Epsilon reading this boost position. I thought it could have been a great chance to get some info, potentially take out someone over on the pillar. But no, not to be. Japaleno now down on HP, probably going to be down a man as soon as the face comes in from Botan and Freddy. 40 seconds for that face to come out here. Japaleno losing Tabs. Eventually a Surreal peeks in over the monster. Take out Tabs. Nade responses does take him down though. Know that he's low HP. Molotow's in against Brooklyn. Forcing the face against DJL, but he takes DJL down regardless. Man advantage still maintained by ex-Epsilon. Crucial will lose his life though, as Relaxa actually pushes in over to the A bomb site. If they pick up this bomb and rotate, they could get it down, but 20 seconds. I don't know if they've got enough time. If they swing towards short especially, then right now Botan could be in a hell of a lot of trouble, but Freddy Frog has his back. He will get traded. 13 seconds, and I think that Botan's just about going to make it there in time. It'll be close. This is going to be damn close. And with the face coming in towards mid, I don't think he's going to get able to get that down safely. I think he's just going to secure it. Indeed, Botan 2v2 sets up the post plant. The last second rotation from Japaleno. And now Spellin and Brockie going for the retake.
Smoker to be thrown out. They know where the players are coming from. Relaxa's gonna have to join his teammate, and I think he has. He's out there towards the bank area, and Brookie will join Spellin in just a moment. Relaxa right now looking for a player to try and push on through the smoke. He nails Brookie to the ground. This only leaves Spellin. He's looking for the players here, but he's gonna be shut down. That is a victory here for Japaleno. And as you said, just with 1 second remaining, they're able to punch in the digits, make the rotation all the way from Monster over towards the A bomb set, and secure themselves the round here. And well, 7 rounds being acquired for Japaleno, that's pretty great. I mean, this still being the T side, they're doing a fine job at it. But ex-Epsilon, interesting purchases, I'm being honest. 3 AWPs, not the 1, not the 2 AWPs setup, the triple up setup. And Crucial's looking for frags, he's looking for scalps. And being in connector, that's a very risky position for an opper. But if he's got his teammate in long, if you got Crucial in connector, maybe the triple op setup will actually win them the round.
I That shouldn't happen, basically. This should not be round winning, but they've got a 5-on-3. They had more rifles to work with on the defensive initially, then maybe that might be a little bit better. Love that jump from Relaxer and Freddy. Evades Brookie's position, but Brookie still gets the shot on the first man. Looking back in for the second, has to re-evade, re-peek back in, and connects it. DJL, last man standing. We criticise the 3-orb setup. Apparently it's meta, as DJL will take Surreal down, the only player without a rifle in this round for ex-Epsilon, and tries to recover things for Japaleno, but it's have to be like a flusher ace, and it will not happen. Crucial will take him down. And all 5 kills came in on the 3 orbs of ex-Epsilon. Very few times you get to see that, and that forces a pause out from Japaleno.
I mean, it's dissatisfying, isn't it? I mean, losing to the ops, but then you gotta wonder about it. Overpass is a great map for opping. It can definitely, you have a lot of these long-range engagements from Monster towards T-Spawn, from the Longhouse. Connector, maybe not so much, but as we saw, the AWPs were able to win those gunfights and put the team in a very winnable situation. And the interesting thing is that they're still going to keep the triple op setup. Sometimes you're going to be seeing the teams purchase up the triple op setup, and after winning a round, they're going to say, right, let's get back to the real guns. You know, let's have ourselves 3 rifles and just the 2 sniper rifles. Not in the case of Epsilon. They're still going to keep the triple op setup here.
I mean, it worked. You know?
It did. True.
I mean, you're right talking about how this map can work as an AWP angle, as an AWP map, because there's so many AWP angles you can hold. You know, long, mid, connector. Even to a lesser extent, it's not necessarily like you can defend a connector when facing directly at the T side line. It's a very early round strat. You can't defend short from connector, for example, but you can defend monster. You can have an AWP playing back of sight and still defend short from there. You know, there's so many AWP angles you can work with that. Honestly, even though ex-Epsilon, you wouldn't usually count a triple AWP setup up. Like in this case, I think it actually is this is one of the few maps where actually, in theory, it can work out, and certainly in practice in that last round, it worked out wholeheartedly for the CT forces. They're going to try and re-aggress with these AWP spell and walking through 2 sets of Molotovs, losing the 57 HP. Will challenge on Monster, not see anyone. Will challenge on Connector, not see anyone. Get no information out against Japaleno, who are playing towards mid. Crucial will see a little bit utility, but so far, no face from the T side line. They're going to try and pick him apart before they end up losing their first.
And Crucial is the only individual here closest towards the A-bomb site. I wonder once he's going to know that there's some utility being used by the opposition, will he retreat? Yes, looks like it. He's going to play it a bit more safe. He seems to be aware that the Japaleno players are making their way towards the long area. 3 of them, in fact, sticking together, clearing out every single nook and cranny, making sure there's not a single player here staying in the toilets area. Botan is going to be the one clearing things out, and Spillin, though, is getting ever so closer towards the player, and Spillin's going to get the kill and retreat to safety. Textbook Counter-Strike right there, and the advantage is in the favor of Epsilon.
40 seconds, and ex-Epsilon start things off on the right foot. Incendiaries deeper of the smoke. Nades also to try and do some damage from anyone who's lurking at the edge of the smoke, but no one is there for Japaleno. It's just blind shots from Stellan. Hoping to catch off someone from the Japaleno side, but 25 seconds and the hit has got to come through. They're going to counter-rotate. A little bit of distraction being held by DJL, using a lot of his utility, but realistically, the real hit is here towards A. 15 seconds. They're going to run this timer extremely dangerously low, and Crucial's allowed a kill, and a second as well. On for the third against Relaxer, maybe not. Brookie will take out DJL on the B bomb site, and Relaxer with 5 seconds left is not going to get this round. The best he can do is save his AWP and stay alive, and that is exactly what he will do here. 6 on the board for ex-Epsilon. Another round where all 3 orbs come up to play, and Crucial with some really sick shots coming through here. Beautiful stuff on Tabs and Freddy, and they are within 1 of the Japaleno lead.
But I wonder at this point, if you're a team like Japaleno, who have now saved the sniper rifle from the hands of Relaxa, okay, I actually thought they might consider going for the force buy here, getting some of those upgraded pistols, and then playing this round in a bit of a more faster pace in order to shut down the operas, but them still having the pistols at play. Let's see if that's going to happen. Of course, Relaxa with the op. Him being on the T side, he's looking for the frags right now. Worst case scenario, if Relaxa ends up dropping dead, then someone else from his team can pick up the sniper rifle and give us his best shot with it. Real though, confidence. Oh, maybe a bit too overconfident, as the Glock is able to come out on top in that engagement. But still, eyes on Relaxa. We have to see whether Japaleno can still find any entry frags here. Over towards the A-bomb side. Nice boost coming through here, but Relaxa won't see anyone towards long.
No one's pushed up long here for ex-Epsilon. They are mostly holding the mid position. Facing from Spell and trying to look for Relaxer, but Relaxer wins out that fight. Crucial turns the back around, drops that bomb, and gets the second kill on Boat. And his shooting has been fantastic so far. Smokes at the rear, try and block off that bomb from getting picked up. Relaxer's going to jump forward, try and take the face. The flick's not going to work, but the no-scope lands instead. And now it's up to Brookie, who missed his flick as well. DJL's turned the whole situation around. Finally, Japaleno shut down the 3 AWPs, and now it's up to NK. Realizing Relaxer may have just planted over to the truck position he faces. Shoulder base spots him, AWP shot doesn't connect, but DJL's got the off angle, and Japaleno play that to perfection. 8 on the board for the T side. Ex-Epsilon do lose control of their setup, but they've got one more buy-in and one more round of the half.
And that's the problem with the triple op setup on the CT side. Imagine that round, Japaleno, they come in with just one guy on the sniper rifle and the other one's just with pistols. And if the CTs end up dying, which happened in that case, they end up dropping ops. So of course the players with the pistols will consider picking up the ops and trying to win some of those engagements. And by that point, we saw a 2 versus 1 scenario in which Japaleno were armed with AWPs. Crucial, they're looking for the frags here, but now it's Tabs to get the better of him. And the ops on the T side are firing off.
And this is their chance to try and return the favor. They haven't got 3 AWPs, they got 2 instead, which is another pretty surprising setup for a T side. But again, it's overpass. In theory, this could still work out well. They've got to get the rest of the damage done. 1 minute and 15, they've only got the man advantage. They're going to try and look for the second, and Surreal will trade it back over at the short position. He's going to fall right back all the same. Flashbangs in, and NK playing away all the same. And passiveness now coming in from Japaleno, a bit more passiveness from ex-Epsilon as well. Got one player in the bathroom just to try and defend the entire A bomb site. They were relying on the idea that Japaleno will go towards B. If Sabellon goes down, then the rotation is going to have to be quick and fast here from ex-Epsilon, so they might lose control. Fortunately for them, it looks like Japaleno want to commit towards B.
Relax over towards long. I suppose he's looking for a frag here that might deter some of the players from ex-Epsilon to make the rotation, but in this point, he's not finding anything. It's gonna come down to the individuals over towards the B bomb site to go out there and make the plays right now with 25 seconds remaining. They need to go out here, but look at this, the utility usage from ex-Epsilon. It is perfect, but there's not a smoke grenade over towards Monster. This is where DGL peaks, and Brookie finds the one. He's still looking for more, and he drops the bomb carrier. What a horrible situation here for Japaleno. Tabs gonna push on through the smoke and hope for the best. But he will be shut down. Relaxes out here in the heavens. And really, there's really nothing he can do. That is going to be a victory here for ex-Epsilon as they do secure themselves the 7th round here. May not have been the most convincing of CT sides, but with 7 rounds being acquired, I don't think they're going to be too dissatisfied how that first half played out.
I think the last round could have been played a little bit better from Japaleno, a little bit miscoordination, and the timing wasn't quite right on the backstab. But regardless, 8-7, they end off the half in positive style. Now they move over to their CT side, see if they can do better.
Loot.bet, made for live betting.
Second half here between ex-Epsilon and Japaleno could not get more down to the wire as the T's focus fire and try and take back control with a pistol victory. Double flash and smoke for Spellin here on the setup. The Kevlar in for everybody else. Japaleno with a double flash and defuse for DJL, and again, same sort of standard setup with default pistols and Kevlar for the other remaining 4 players. It's a default here for ex-Epsilon. Going into the connector control, there's a couple players stacked up here. They could join the likes of Surreal. Meanwhile, 3 players playing in connector, playing off that mid-contact. Long is going to be completely exposed, though. If ex-Epsilon went for a long rush, then A-site is going to be completely theirs.
But at the same time, Japaleno, they're going to be so quick on rotations, whichever part of the map it might be. But Freddy Frankie pounces. He even picks up a second beautiful headshot coming in from him. And now the remaining players pushing on through connector. beautiful setup there coming out from Japaleno. They secure themselves free kills, and even though ex-Epsilon, they might technically have a bomb site under their domain, the problem is no bomb plant just yet. Crucial is in a completely other part of the map. He's going to have to make a pretty long tour the overpass to make his way over towards the A side.
What a shot from Freddy as well to shut down the mid control, and you can see with the contrast between Spellin and Crucial. He's got A-site control, but Crucial's nowhere to be seen near him, and now he's going to get up the bomb position. If Freddy Frog lands another kill, then that's going to be round over right there and then, with no real chance of Spellin the 1 versus 5. This Freddy will fall back knowing that Crucial's going to have to try and face him, and he gets the 3k. That's round over. Spellin can try and strike, get an exit frag, a little bit of a consolation prize, but in the end, that round was over with these 2 kills. Well, not quite this one here, actually. I'm hoping that they do show the replay of Freddy getting those 2 headshots. Apparently not, but that doesn't matter too much because you all saw it. That was insane. Insane stuff from Freddy, which, again, if it weren't for those 2 frags, this might have been a very different affair.
Oh, absolutely. If suddenly it is the ex-Epsilon players who were able to overwhelm Connector, that's suddenly free kills to their name, and at that point, Japaleno have a difficult time bouncing back, but the previous round went quite the opposite direction. Here, though, Relax is spraying wildly with the FAMAS. He's able to pick up himself 1, but of course, the Glock train is continuously going for the push here for the aggression, and there we go. Surreal gets 1 button, has made his way out of Connector. He's got to be quite careful here. If I think these players only have Glocks. True, they can still overwhelm this lonesome player here, and he's going to retreat. He hears the sound of the Glocks, and he does not want to be part of those engagements. Meanwhile, DGL has pushed up pretty aggressively towards T-spawn, so if they do decide to make their way back towards the B-bomb site, DGL has got the perfect angle to shut down these players. As of now, ex-Epsilon, they've got the man advantage, and they've even recovered some rifles.
Yeah, chance is still available. They've got a decent mount up here. Just got to push a little bit further forward and take Japaleno down. They've got mid-control established. Tabs here with a FAMAS will spot them crossing, but a little bit too twitchy. A little bit too presumptuous. Going to try and take that pop shot on the first man rather than wait for the second. Try to deny that bomb plant, but no. Now they have the info on him. They know that the bomb could be going anywhere, so Japaleno didn't really gain much from that phase. They lost a ton of information instead. 30 seconds. DJL retaining to the backstab as Bolton makes his way up to the bomb site to main defend it. Spellin will be watching out for 1 man here, and Crucial gets shut down. 1 spray connects up for 2 more, only doing the damage on those 2 though. The bomb plant can be secured over at truck. They know that Tabs is still here towards shore. Will they be able to take him down? No, Tabs takes Rocky and Spellin on a counter backstab. Spots out DJL, keeps him at base. Surreal should be dealt with, leaving it all to the Glock. 1 versus 3, well 1 versus 2, excuse me. But in the end falls down to the SMG. So Japaleno will maintain control, but for an eco for ex-Epsilon, 3 kills on a bomb plant, it's not that bad.
Oh, absolutely. You come into this round with 0 expectations to even get a kill. That's how easily players with the Glocks can be overwhelmed and shredded by the MP9s, the SMGs, and the rifles of the world. And in this case, ex-Epsilon, not only were they able to find a couple kills here, they were also able to plant the bomb. And the fact of the matter is they killed 3 players from Japaleno. That's going to leave a pretty big dent on the CT economy moving forward. As for ex-Epsilon, that probably is one of the best ways an eco can go through. Of course, the magnum opus is actually winning the eco round, but getting 3 kills in the bomb plant is also pretty nice. Ex-Epsilon have got themselves a pretty nice looking investment coming into this 18th round. They got themselves the rifles, utility is also by their side, and Japaleno, we do again see the connector setup. 2 of the players stationed towards this part of the map. Relaxa, looks like he wants to open up the door and maybe even evade. But here, he sprays with the M4, he gets the tag just a little bit in Surreal, but no kill just yet. Japaleno not finding any success in these next 30 seconds.
And just mid-control established, not finding any kills, just map control. Trying to work off that mid-position once again and try and take out one of the players here in connector. It's Bolton, however, ready with the low ground advantage. Never thought I'd be saying that in a wartime setting, but takes NK. Spellin into the face, will spray him right back out, however, 4 versus 4 situation. Next Epsilon. Just slow things down once again. Very carefully they want to play here. Very passively they'd like to go. Relax is also there in connectors. Freddy Frog peeks out, deals with Spellin, realizing that connector's been vacated, and the rest of the T-side players continuing to aggress down his mid position. They've kind of just been losing the man advantage over and over. And Relaxer now moving up as they think it's clear. They think the only man there was Bolton, and Relaxer could be up to do some serious damage to the rest of ex-Epsilon. Freddy Frog at the ready here on the A side. Peeks in, deals with Surreal, takes out another player here for the CT side, gets Brookie for the triple kill, and Crucial, last man standing towards long, and it really just has been picked apart slowly but surely by Japaleno. There's nothing that the guy can do. Spray up, tabs down, takes the frag, and it will be 11 for Japaleno.
Yeah, beautiful stuff coming out there from Japaleno. Again, the CT defensive, the whole was great. Outing connector again. Botan is able to overwhelm the NK, and even though Spelling wants to clear a connector, yes, he gets the kill on one of these players, but of course, Relaxa was able to hold his ground. And even if ex-Epsilon are somehow able to overwhelm the A-side defensive, you of course have a flank coming in, and that again puts Japaleno in a very good position to secure themselves around here. Ex-Epsilon, money's not looking that great. That's why they decided to go for a bit of a partial investment. They've invested in the upgraded pistols as well as some Kevlar. But the next round, that is where they're looking forward to actually deal some serious damage. But they might even get something done here. Look at this. Crucial, beautiful way to start things off. A headshot onto Batten, putting themselves in again, a 5 versus 4. And we've seen what in the past they were able of doing with just the clocks. Now they have themselves better pistols and even armor to boot. If I'm Japaleno, I'd be scary coming into this round.
5-on-4. Again, opening frag against Boaton, but can ex-Epsilon carry forward with this one? They weren't able to do in the last round here. They will try to do the same in this one. Relaxer, AK up spray, Crucial reloading at the worst possible moment. No idea that he's there. That'll be a kill back to 4 versus 4 as the AK continues to press forward here in the bathrooms. 2 players held up over on the long position, ready to push in when that bomb is ready to go towards the A side as Relaxer deals with their mid support. So Real is down and Spellin alone over on the B site. Lurk, rotations coming in, they might line up for Freddy. Indeed they don't. He spots them both, however, knows exactly where the ball's going, takes it down, looks in for the second man. Brookie will turn around with an eagle. At least get 1 kill, but Tab's now ready and waiting for him. Will hear the footsteps, knows that he's there on the site. Might try planting the smoke. No, apparently he's trying to second guess it, trying to force Tabs to make a peek. In the end, he'll just wait for a bomb and get the kill. Spellin last man standing, 1 versus 2, 15 seconds. Gonna look at Tabs, he's got to get this kill first. It's not gonna happen. 2 for Tabs again. It's another on the board for Japaleno. Just sufficiently and efficiently picking apart every element of ex-Epsilon. Whenever they peek up to the bomb site, they just seem to not be able to win out these fights.
That's true. You know, Japaleno, they've actually been very successful at winning the gunfights here, but there is still one problem. Japaleno, they have been picking up round after round after round, but their economy is still yet to be built up. You can take a notice here on the right-hand side is that the Japaleno, they've got players sitting at around $1,000, $1,500 each. So if ex-Epsilon are able to win, just say this upcoming round, the Japaleno economy is going to be broken, and that is a very scary prospect for the CTs. As of now, Epsilon are yet to find a single kill in this round, and we do see some control coming out here. Players peeking off the connector, not really seeing anyone from the opposition just yet. But we still have nice grenades being exchanged, and that one doesn't do as much damage. The CT grenade was way more effective.
Yeah, Surreal and NK suffering what Boaton and Freddy suffered to them a little bit earlier on in that first half, as you remember. The only difference being that was a boost, and this one was not. Japaleno now. 60 seconds for the defensive. Ex-Epsilon moving in towards long, and Freddy Frog's ready for the first man. Again, NK just can't get the shot off before he goes down. Smokes at the ready for Freddy. Keeping Brookie at bay, keeping Crucial at bay. A nice gap to the right-hand side to work with as well. That smoke's going to clear up in a couple seconds' time. He's got plenty more support. Oh, he spots Crucial, and even on a jump, he gets a tag against him. Just things not going well for ex-Epsilon at this stage. Flashes over, trying to force the issue towards long, but Tabs gets a kill on Spellin over towards that mid position. Relaxer gets Brookie before being traded back by Crucial, but a 2 versus 4, and Bomb is still in full control. Freddy looking up for a second, and actually Crucial and Surreal will turn the situation around. 2 versus 2, they have site control. Rotations coming in a bit slow from Japaleno, and ex-Epsilon can set up the post plant.
Definitely positioned to get themselves the bomb down. At the very least, the flash misses though. What DJ is very quick right now. Are the players from Epsilon are anticipating him to be here? Looks like they are. DGL seems to be aware someone has to be there in the toilet's position, but they do not know if there's someone, in fact, stationed towards long. DGL right now, ever so slowly, he's creeping up towards the toilets, but he's going to get shut down, and so will Batten, and that is going to be a victory here by ex-Epsilon. It all came down to Crucial and Surreal finding the kills, and they've done so in a successful manner, putting ex-Epsilon on, I would believe, their first ever round here in the second half. And there we go, the impact because of it. The economy of Japaleno has finally been broken.
Yeah, 12 to 8, and finally ex-Epsilon will get themselves into something here. Of course, the eco will come through for Japaleno, so it should be a ninth and everything. It was a serious struggle from the T side. You saw how difficult it really was, you know, especially the struggle getting in towards that long position, how much they had to send towards Freddy before they finally took him down, and his teammates and everything. Going into this next round, they should be gifted at least a little bit of an easier affair as they make their way up. Spellin taking out Tabs, DJL falling to Brookie, no one left on the B-bomb site, so 5-on-3, this post-plant should be pretty decently secured by ex-Epsilon. And Japaleno, you know, going for the eco on this one. They're still sitting around there, floating at the $2,500 mark roughly, so they should be good enough for a buy in the next round. Taking one kill out on the part of the side, Botan will not be unable to get any more than that. Only Spellin is the only casualty for round 21 for the T side at least. And Freddy, 1 versus 4. This will be a simple ninth for ex-Epsilon. So, again, the question really is who or what is going to come out in the next buy here. It should be a buy for Japaleno, and are they going to be successful with it? That could shut down ex-Epsilon. That could be a decent opportunity. But let's see.
Yeah, the purchase, it's definitely happening. It's just that it's not going to be looking as it might have been beforehand, because previously Japaleno, they were winning rounds. They got themselves pretty big belts of utility, and they also had the fuse kits by their side. In this case, it's quite the opposite. Yes, they have utility, but the amount is very minimal. Not to mention the fact that they don't even have the fuse kits by their side. So if it does come down to a retake, Japaleno will have a difficult time here. But Brookie evades the flasher, and Crucial is able to get himself the kill. Great way to kick things off here for ex-Epsilon, as now Japaleno, they're back to their two-man connector setup. It has worked out for them in the past here, and Surreal, ooh, that's a risky play. I wonder if he's going to continue on with the push here. He does have his teammate NK backing him up. This could be the one Molotov being thrown out. Button is not deterred by the Molotov. He's holding the angle, and he's even got to get the kill here. NK should be coming in with the refrag, and there we go. There it is. Relaxa holding the off angle, still in a position to pick up a kill here, but it's still ex-Epsilon with the man advantage, but I think it's going to be too long because Relaxa, I wonder when he's going to pounce, and he's going to have to do so quickly because ex-Epsilon are continuing on with the B-side commitment here. They've taken care of the last defender here. Relaxa finally reveals his position, but the bomb will be going down, and it is going to be a 2 versus 3 retake for Japaleno.
And Relaxa taking a long time to strike. When he did, the opponents had already steamrolled his team on the B-side defensive. He was the anchor player, the opportunity to shut them down before they made their way in, but he took way too long. And that will be another for ex-Epsilon, still trying to stack up in some of these rounds, still trying to bring it close against Japaleno. Here on their opponent's map pick and everything. This will also be pretty damaging to the Japaleno economy here. Their lost bonus is still trying to build up, and they haven't got a lot in the reserves count here. To save these 2 rifles will be pretty crucial for them. If Spellin can take down the 1 player out towards the outside, though, that should be... Well, actually, he'll take him down. That'll be a frag against the T side, but... Again, they've got the round victory, and they've got money to fall back on, so the damage against their economy line will not be too much of an issue here. A tactical pause will be called by Japaleno on the contrary, though. They need to figure this out, because things are not exactly working out for them, I wouldn't say. These last few rounds, especially with the way that they've been playing around ex-Epsilon, Epsilon have finally found the way to sort of force the issue away from Japaleno, and they're able to get into the bomb sites as a result.
That's true, and obviously, at the very start of the second half, Japaleno coming off strong. They win themselves the pistol round, and they even secured themselves 4 rounds in a row. And now the ex-Epsilon players are finally able to bounce back with that impeccable 2 versus 5 that I think it was Crucial and Surreal that were able to pull off earlier there on the A-bomb side. And that's going to be frustrating for a team like Japaleno to lose a round like that, but you have to forget your mistakes and move on forward. For now, obviously the Japaleno players, they can't really invest here, so again, it's going to come down to the eco, but they do have some great weapons by their side. The 2 rifles have been saved by Relax and DGL, so they're still in a position to do some damage on the terrorist economy, and heck, who knows, maybe even out of this round, they might conceal it, give it to their opposition, but they might recover a couple of rifles from it, and that would be great for the economy moving forward.
Yeah, still got a little bit of ground to make up for ex-Epsilon. Japaleno playing that long-term game as a result here. The rifles inbound, the Deagles, the CZs, the P250s, 2 M4s. Other than that, basically an eco for Japaleno. Epsilon, I've already heard that one tag coming in from Freddy thanks to that Molotov, so they should know that there's one player around this corner. He's not moved either, so this should be an easy opener for ex-Epsilon. Flashes in. Slow peaks coming in. They realise that the force buy could happen. Those M4s could pick them apart, but for now, everything's pretty Gucci here. Brookie, NK, moving up, looking for Freddy as the first man up close. Do check that corner, do duck underneath his crosshair, and do take him down. Amazing response from Relaxa, the M4 on the bomb site, doing damage to NK, but Crucial and Spellen quickly take them apart. Tabs, have to fall back. Bomb plant will be secured, the bomb site will be secured, and Japaleno. Well, Tabs will get 1 kill back on Speller. Maybe DGL could do a bit more damage with the M4, but coming in from the same sort of angle. Tabs gets another headshot on Brookie. Hold the phone. 3 versus 2. Now something's worth to work with, but DGL's going to fall back, so maybe not.
Well, Tabs is still looking for frags here. I can't really blame him by this point, but even he decides to, yep, it's about time to save that weapon. And why not? You know, ex-Epsilon, they're able to plant the bomb. They're thinking, right, we've got ourselves an easy round here. But they go out there a bit too overzealous, giving away 2 free frags for Tabs and losing some money in the process. But overall, an 11th round being acquired here by ex-Epsilon is not that bad. They're slowly but surely getting back on track in this game. And with only 1 round difference, let's see what Japaleno can pull out of the hat. They're going to have themselves a very beefy-looking purchase, and we obviously did see that triple hop setup coming out from ex-Epsilon on their CD side. I wonder if Japaleno will try to pull off a similar trick. No, it doesn't look like. Nope, just the one up in the hands of Relaxa.
I mean, that is the kind of strategy that you would call a Hail Mary, I think you'd say. You know, ex-Epsilon, don't know how much they really expected to get out of that setup. Very clearly, it was a lot more than they may have bargained for. Regardless, here they move in as standard over to the B bomb site. NK going to start things off over towards that short position. Japaleno spread out as standard in their standard defensive positions. They're not really going to be making any particular moves. No aggression, no trying to force the issue of the ex-Epsilon side. They've just got short control, they've just got site control, monster areas. 60 seconds on the clock. The burst fire through the door, though, or through the wall, I should say. Boatin tagging up 1 through the wood. Brookie down to 13 HP. That could be the small advantage that turned things around for Japaleno, but they have put a lot of utility down onto the B bomb site, all for a ruse. NK might strike and try and take them down, but meanwhile, Freddy Frog spotting them out towards the mid and bathrooms position. Takes out Speller, looking for Surreal. The shadow rounds the corner, and Crucial lines himself up for the 4K. Freddy Frog shuts down the entire T-side force, and NK has snuck himself past the CT line. We'll get a 1-tap on 1 man, but the bomb's way out of his control. The CTs are all around him, and Japaleno will get an unlucky 13th.
The 13th round here for Japaleno, but again, it comes down to Freddy Frog being an impeccable piece there over towards the A-bomb side. He also was able to pick up, I think, 3 rounds in one of the other gun rounds we've seen in the past, but this is just beautiful. Eliminating every single player by his lonesome, stopping the push in its tracks. And here, well, ex-Epsilon, they can invest. They still have money by their side, and they're going for the wall bang, but no. Relaxa's not going to succeed with it, but out here with the op, he might have considered holding a bit more of an aggressive push. And look at this, ex-Epsilon. This is one of the very few instances we get to see them move up so quickly towards connector, denying any presence here for Japaleno.
Taps from Boatin trying to get those wall bang shots again. It's not going to happen for him. Ex-Epsilon focusing towards B site on the defaults this time. It's Crucial taking out DJL on the monster peak. Molotov's back against him, will stop him from peeking forward, which is absolutely fine. Japaleno still working off the momentum of that 4K from Freddy. He's not been allowed to strike so far here in round 25. The boost up from Surreal will not see anyone over at Toxic, not see anyone over at the Heaven position. Prod for information as the bomb does get picked up and moved in. Looking like it will be a short and monster split into the B bomb site. Tabs are going to try and shut it down and spot Brookie as he's changing weapons. Nice timing on the face. And it's a 4 versus 4 as ex-Epsilon decide to strike. Bows in with flashbangs at the ready. Counter utility coming in from the rest of the CT forces behind him. Tabs close at water. Surreal will get relaxed, but Tabs trades it right back to 3 versus 3. And Bolton looks at the tri-strike of his own accord. Can't land shots on to the likes of Spellin. For the 43 HP. 30 seconds, the bomb will make its way for the site, and they do deal with both, and it's all to Tabs now on the water position. Can't deny this bomb plant as of right now. He's not in a position to do so. Nazer and Freddy won't be able to take anybody down, and finally that plant will be secured.
Big secure. Tabs moving up here, looking for the frag here, desperately trying to find something, but he will be shut down. It's all up to Freddy Frog here. And look how some of the low players are here from ex-Epsilon, but of course, Crucial holding down the Yop, and Freddy's gonna find it. There's still one more low HP player for Freddy to find here, but of course, he does not have a defuse kit, always I say, so he does pick it up from his dead comrade. So he's looking for the frags here, gets the one here on NK. Now it's a 1 versus 1. He should be aware of Spell's positioning, but he isn't. He's looking towards Monster. Spell's gonna get the shot here from short, and that is a victory here for ex-Epsilon and Freddy. He definitely showed us a great chance there to try and win the 1 versus 3, but of course, he had no awareness about the positioning of the last player, and so ex-Epsilon are barely able to win that round, but it's a victory nonetheless.
That could have been massive, though. If he just checked short, if he just looked towards short, then that could have been the chance. But no. No 1v3 for Japaleno, and ex-Epsilon will continue their comeback. 13-12. Japaleno unable to hold their own so far in this CT side. Ex-Epsilon could be in with another 2-0 in surprising fashion. I think a lot of us kind of had this one down to go all 3 maps. So the fact that we're standing here with a decent shout means that this could end up going a bit further. Could end up shutting down all the same. Minute and 15 left to go, and Freddy, the only man with any sort of decent weaponry for Japaleno, is not going to get the opening frag, actually. It's Boatin over towards the connector area, dealing with NK. Surreal will try and Molotov him out, and he will get that frag back to 4 versus 4. So the rifles can't sit to the favor of the CT side. Meanwhile, Relaxer moving up with the Deagle in hand. Watching out Park, watching out the main entrance. Will not see any T-side players. Will start to creep in and try to set up a backstab. But fortunately for ex-Epsilon, they're all going to the monster position, setting up for the B-bomb site. There is no one to be seen.
And thus far, there's only one player over towards the B-bomb site. He's going to need the backup, and I think the backup is arriving. Relaxed, David recovers an AK-47 for his troubles. And right now, the ex-Epsilon players are moving out from the monster. They're looking for the players here with 25 seconds remaining. Tabs actually gets the headshot on one of these. He spots to the head, and most importantly, the bomb. The jig is up. Japaleno can now make the full rotation here, but Tab is going to move right around the corner to get that kill. He doesn't get it. Spellin comes out on top of the MAC-10. Freddy comes in for the heavens, and it's all up to Spellin. 1 versus 2 right now. The MAC-10 might be the perfect weapon for this if he finds the players quick enough. He seems to be aware someone could be moving up through the pillar, but he goes in through the smoke. Very sneaky stuff, but he's gonna get fined by Freddy. That is gonna be a victory here for Japaleno as they do secure the 14, but I gotta see the POVs of the players like Tabs picking up the nice headshot and Freddy Frog from up the heavens. I mean, that's gotta be a frustrating round for ex-Epsilon to lose.
Absolutely. Felt like in such a good fashion as well. Ex-Epsilon were going to take control, but Japaleno overall with the trade game going their favor. Now, Spellin was such a crucial part of keeping things under their control. If he swapped that to an AK and maybe try to play back over at Monster, or maybe over at the short position, then maybe I could see a chance, but bomb plant secured for ex-Epsilon. They should be able to force the buy here as they try and play for overtime here on this map. It looks like they will go for the force-up. AK's in. Galil's on a couple different players. The Deagle in for Crucial and the CZ for Surreal, so it's not the most ideal buy. They're putting everything into round 27. They lose this one, Japaleno will be forcing us to a 3rd map. If not, ex-Epsilon might still be able to hold on for a little bit here. Let's find out as we go into an all-important round 27. One of the last few rounds of this map, you must imagine. 2 ops in, meanwhile on the other side of the field. Japaleno relaxed there to try to see if he can get that first AWP pick. Tried this a couple rounds ago, but he's going to be mistiming this one once again. So unfortunate today, but not to be. Ex-Epsilon now their default in towards connector is where they'll play initially. A little bit of short presence as well coming in from Brookie and from NK.
Grenade being chucked in, but it does barely any damage on Rookie. Now it does look like ex-Epsilon, as they've done so in the past, you're going to clear out Connector, and they've done so a stellar job here. Botton almost lines up the player there. Brookie definitely spotted an individual there right behind the pillar. And it does look like with all those flashes being deployed here, ex-Epsilon might even consider hitting the B-bomb site. They don't really have much to work with here. In fact, it's only the couple smoke grenades that they have by their side. Primarily, they want to focus on finding the kills here, and 4 players will make their way through the monster. That smoke grenade is a bit too deep, and now they're going to push on through. That's going to be 2 massive kills for ex-Epsilon. Taps here in the water with the op, gets the one, looking for more though, but of course with the sniper rifle, it's going to be so difficult. There's a player in front of him looking for the 3rd one, but the no-scope does not connect, and so Relaxa goes down as well. It's all up to Freddy Frog. He's been quite successful in the past. Let's see. Nope, not this time. That's going to be a victory here for ex-Epsilon, as the quick push over towards B-bomb site is a major success.
Quick and coordinated as well. Those 2 kills on the bomb site came in literally simultaneously. So they knew exactly what they were doing when the T-side hit came through. Well played on the force by and ex-Epsilon buy their chance to still close it out in regulation and to close it out in 2 maps. Japaleno may be forced to fight a little bit harder. They've got a couple of players that are a little bit low on money, 2,600 for DJL and 2,200 for Tabs. Everybody else sitting at the 4K, 6K mark. So they should have no problems buying. Will they want to try for another force buy? If they do, it does mean that ex-Epsilon will get within map and match point. So for Japaleno, that's what this tactical pause is all about, to try and figure that out. Try and discuss whether or not it would be worth going for the force play, whether they should just concede the map point, or well, to the even standing, I should say, here, and try and take it away in the next rifle round. Maybe drop a few rifles for some players, drop a few pistols, I should say, for some players. Yeah, Relaxa dropping in a couple. Freddy's going to buy the M4. Actually, this feels a little bit more miscoordinated than I expected. Japaleno still sitting a pretty decent loss bonus at this stage, but this looks like it's not been effectively communicated to all the CT members.
I'd say it's also comes down to, Freddy Frog just finding a lot of success in the past. Him being the A-side defender, he was able to do a lot of damage, stopping pushes by his lonesome. They didn't even need the backup. So I kind of see why he decided to make the purchase here. Oh, this could be interesting. Grenade being chucked in, but didn't blow up the door, though. Not sure what happened there. It looks like that door is indestructible, at least not from the nade of Relaxa. And we do see Japaleno have gone for a bit of a stack. In fact, this is a stack. 5 players on towards this bomb, so Relaxa is able to spot a couple, but does not get a tag. Jail right now, looking towards short, and now he's going to push his focus towards monster. There's where the players are coming from. With the deagle, he can do some massive work here, but he's going to be shut down. Tabs here, the players lined up, but it's only the 1 kill in total, and Japaleno, gotta stress this, they've stacked the B-bomb site, and they only get the 1 kill. That's going to be dissatisfying here for the Swedes.
Very much so. A perfect chance all set up to that B-bomb site, but they get decimated by the firepower of ex-Epsilon. They have come alive here. Relax are going to go for the wall bang. He might need one of those shots to go well. It's just not going to work for him, though. Trying round after round, and Japaleno... Well, I don't even think ex-Epsilon are even aware of what they're trying to play with that particular opening setup, but either way, it doesn't matter. They are setting themselves up quickly, and they are ready for aggression. Bolton out towards short, shut down by Crucial immediately. Tabs looking very frustrated over on the B-bomb site. 2 more players alongside him. DJL will get dealt with by Crucial. That was blind through the smoke and everything. And Freddy now left alone to try and stop the monster push alongside Tabs towards the short position. He'll get dealt with by Surreal as the T side are dismantling Japaleno piece by boring piece. Relaxa, last man standing, and he is forced to save. 15 for ex-Epsilon, map point and match point for them. Japaleno need a miracle and a half, it feels like.
Winning this clutch would be quite the start. But it's not going to happen. Relax, the spark back. He's not even going to save the weapon. Look at how fast that peak was from Surreal. I mean, that's just got to be frustrating for Japaleno. You're thinking, right, I'm just hold this exit angle to secure that kill, and then boom, you have Surreal in your crosshair. What you going to do about it? Nothing. You're going to go down. And in this case, Japaleno, they can only go for the force buy here. It's the only chance here. They desperately need to secure this round, to secure a tie and put us into overtime. But with the current investment they have here, it's looking very unlikely. The odds are stacked against them. They will give us their best shot. For now, Relaxa out here in Connector. We have seen how Connector presence been quite an important piece of the Japaleno defensive, and players are spread out quite thin here. I mean, not the best setup coming in here, but realizing what weapons they have to work with here, they want to hold these close range engagements. They want to win these gunfights with the SMGs, with the FAMASas of the world. Let's see if it's going to happen. For now, ex-Epsilon playing this one in a very slow and methodical style. They know what they're up against.
Playing passive for Relaxer. Molotov's in against him. Forcing out, he takes out Surreal. A nice start for Japaleno. Exactly what they need at this stage here. Ex-Epsilon needs to try and recover. NK is going to fall. One more to Connector. A 2-for, well, nearly a 2-for-1 trade as Relaxer's low on HP. Freddy, dealt with by Brookie, catching one off towards the bathrooms. They're going to make their way into the A bomb site. Not covering their backsides, not covering off the connector area. Talbot tries to swing in, catch off Spellin, but Spellin takes him down. 3-on-3 scenario. The bomb plant can be secured. I think that's open for Bank. I'm not quite sure from this angle. Either way, the CTs are rotating in, and Spellin is so ready for the next rotator in DJL. Sprays awkward, and DJL wins out the fight. It's a massive, massive opportunity and opening for Japaleno here. 30 seconds to the bomb going up, and they've got CTs moving in against T-side players. Brookie trying to find out one. What a flick to Botan's head. And now we stand at evens with DJL and Relaxer both coming in from the same angle. Crucial's ready for it. Orb shot. DJL on the bomb now. He's got to stick the full 5 seconds. Taps it once. No even a kit on his name. He's got to be so quick about this. But now he's got no more time. Smoke on the bomb. Going for everything. And Brookie, he's not on the angle. He's got to spray manically. This is close.
Oh, no.
He can't connect it. DJL is so close. No way. No way. Oh, Brookie just saves it at the last second. Oh my word, what a close affair. But it's not to be. Ex-Epsilon in the last tick of the match will cinch the match at 2-0 on the board. 16-14 on Japaleno's map pick. What a heart-stopping ending there.
Oh, I cannot have hoped for a better ending to that best of 3. Both maps going 16-14. The last round of the last map, quite literally going to the wire. And of course, it is ex-Epsilon to come out on top. Not the easiest game for them, but they do secure the victory. As for Japaleno, I mean, they showed us some great Counter-Strike today, but they still have a chance to bounce back in the Swiss group stage.
My God, what a way to end it. And that's not even our last best of 3. We've got B-Pro going up against Nordavind in about half an hour's time here for the Loot.bet Season 4 CS tournament. So make sure you join us in a short few. If you have enjoyed today's casting, we recommend you type !caster in the chat to follow our personal Twitters. But we're going to come back in half an hour for B-Pro versus Nordavind, our third and final series of the day here on the opening day of Loot.bet CS Season 4.
Loot.bet, made for live betting.
Step on the land, I've got your hand, and now we're way down, fade out low. Was it your plan? Can't understand. I love the air you bring, everything. Under the sun, our fire is burning. You tell me to hold on tight. I wish that we could stay here forever. I wanna remember. Oh, the sight of you brings the fight in me, makes me wanna move. Fingers down your spine, looking in my eyes, feel your hands on mine. Tonight we're freer than ever. I wanna remember. Oh, we run every endeavor. I wanna remember. Step on the land, I've got your hand, and now we're way down, fade out. No, was it your plan? Can't understand.